Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Patricia Louise Walters, age 73 of Coleman, will be at 4 p.m. tomorrow at Coleman Heritage Funeral Home Chapel. The Reverend Don Freilich will officiate. Visitation will be 2 to 4 p.m. Tomorrow. Coleman Heritage directing. She passed away Wednesday at her residence. Funeral services for Mary Frances Paris, age 80 of Montgomery, will be at 2 p.m. on Sunday at the Simcoe Baptist Church. Burial in Coleman Heritage Cemetery. The body will lie in state from 1 to 2 p.m. Sunday at the church. Ms. Paris passed away Tuesday at Coleman Regional Medical Center. Visitation will be from 6 to 8 p.m. tomorrow. Funeral services for Billy Jack Quattlebaum, age 77 of Vinemont, will be at noon today at Roselawn Funeral Home. Burial in Roselawn Cemetery. Roselawn Funeral Home in Decatur directing. Mr. Quattlebaum passed away Wednesday at his residence. Visitation will be 11 to noon today. Funeral services for Lola Mae Person, age 101 of Coleman, are incomplete and will be announced at a later time by Moss Service Funeral Home. She passed away Tuesday at Coleman Healthcare Center. Funeral services for Melvin League, age 67, will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Burial in Simcoe Baptist Cemetery. Moss Service Funeral Home is directing. Mr. League passed away Wednesday. Visitation will be from 10:30 until 2 p.m. today at the funeral home. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2, broadcasting live at channel2coleman.com, and we archive our programs on the same website, channel2coleman.com. What do you think of this work week?
It's been very cold.
It's been cold, but what I was thinking about is we just went back to work yesterday, and then here it is Friday.
I know. It feels almost like a Tuesday, though.
It does.
It does. So.
Are we going to come to work tomorrow?
I'm not.
Oh, you got it figured out. It won't be Wednesday tomorrow?
No.
I was thinking the only people that have a better deal than those of us that are off on Wednesday and just have a 2-day is the Alabama legislature.
Ah.
See, they go into session on Tuesday noon.
Okay.
And they do Tuesday afternoon, all day Wednesday, Thursday morning, and they're done.
Ah.
That's their work week in the Alabama legislature.
That sounds lovely.
That's the only thing I can think of better than 2 days off 1, 2 days off 2, that kind of thing. Just do two total days.
Right.
Half a day, full day, half a day.
Done.
And it's weekend again.
Right.
Thursday noon, we're done until Tuesday noon. Well, the weather, cold is our forecast. Actually, I think most of the country. It's not too bad here when you look up north. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. There's the weather almanac for the 3rd day of January in Coleman, Alabama. The average high temperature is 51. The average low is 33. The record high in this state, 75 in 1982. The record low, 12 in 1935. Sunset at 5:13 and sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:24. There's the satellite picture, and it really doesn't show cold temperatures, but I think a lot of snow in the northeast, but really bitter cold over the upper Midwest. Our part of the country looks good so far. Here's our forecast for today. It will be sunny, a little bit of a breeze, high around 29. It'll give us a wind chill in the low around 20, I suppose, something like that. Clear tonight, low around 22. Sunny and windy tomorrow, high of 44. On Sunday, 70% chance of rain and snow. A high of 43. Sunday night, 40% chance of snow before midnight with a low of 14 when we come to work on Monday morning. Monday's high 24. Tuesday morning, low around 7 degrees in Cullman, Alabama. Tuesday's high 23. Wednesday 41.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's going to be some cold weather next week.
Cold weather, and so far they're not talking any accumulation of snow, but anybody with any common sense would know that can change
Right.
from day to day. So far it just looks like bitter cold temperatures coming in Monday and Tuesday. So you're ready for cold weather. Have
Yes.
you been to the grocery store?
No, I haven't yet.
Stocked up on bread and milk?
Right.
You might be late.
I know, maybe too late now.
Yeah, if you go today, they might already be sold out. Woo. Who's our Facebook friend for today?
Our Facebook friend of the day today is Jerry Martin, and he likes racing and Duck Dynasty. So thank you, Jerry, for being our Facebook friend. You'll receive a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue.
This is Friday. That's Politics. Who's our guest?
We have Mayor of Good Hope, Corey Harbison, is going to be here with us today, visiting with our political panel.
Okay, we'll continue with more of Today on 2 with our Know Your Merchant ads and give away some prizes right after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Let's see what we can give away today for our prizes. We have KSW Colored Salt is one of our prizes on Friday, and I think we have the large pizza. Yes, we do, from Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. Good eating for you for today. Those are the prizes. Here we go with our merchant ads. And we start with Coast Gas. Used to be AmeriGas, now called Coast Gas, but it's the same people. They offer 24-hour call service, the winter tank set special, located on Eva Road, just by 157.
Auto Tech Repair and Service. They are a TechNet professional auto service. They have electronic diagnostics, major engine repairs, foreign and domestic repairs. So go and visit them in Vinemont.
Mullins Body Shop, over 50 years they've been doing auto body repair and towing. You can still count on them each and every day. That's Mullins Body Shop.
And Brown & Company Beverages is thanking you for 2014 and they're looking forward to providing you with the best beer and wine for 2014. That's Brown & Company Beverages.
And Deb's Bookstore. Deb's open again after taking a break for the winter holidays. Your hometown bookstore just down the road, across the street from the parking deck.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. You can call Holly Mullins today to book at 620-JOLLY. She can help you rent licensed inflatables, slides, obstacle courses, toddler interactives, and more.
And Night Free Insurance, located on First Avenue Southeast, providing insurance coverage for over 3 generations now. Check out their website as well, night-freeinsurance.com.
Grand Point Pharmacy, be prepared and don't get caught in the cold. They have a wide selection of cold remedies, fast convenient service at Grand Point Pharmacy on Highway 31.
And the Wellness and Aquatic Center reminds you the full fitness center is open after the holidays with weights, cardio, and professional training. They have the indoor walking track, the whirlpool spa, the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center.
Hansville Guns and Ammo, locked and loaded. Paul targets high prices, and you can visit them. So go and visit Hansville Guns and Ammo.
There we go with some of the merchant ads. Question for today: which advertiser is home of the original breaded burger? The home of the original breaded burger is which one of our advertisers? We have KSW colored salt, and we also have the large pizza from Papa Murphy's.
That's right.
Take and Bake Pizza. 256-734-7399 is our phone number. Go ahead and call in right now. Excuse me. While we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
This is Allison from Premier Bank. I want to talk to you today about the importance of dealing with a local bank. With a local bank, you will always be dealing with local people and neighbors. A community bank will have offices in your area, and loan decisions will be made locally. Come by and see us today.
Once again, our question for the day: which advertiser is home of the original breaded burger? And I'll give you a clue: it is not Tires for Less.
I would hope not. I would hope not. This would be an easy question.
That should be an easy question. 256-734-7399. Well, let's go ahead and show you that ad and the rest of our merchant ads right now. And this time, who are we going to start with? Be Fit, the fitness facility located in downtown Coleman on 1st Avenue Southeast, right next door to Menards Gallery. $50 per month, no long-term contract, and your membership includes a certified personal trainer.
Earl's Body Shop is voted best towing service, and David, Diane, and employees want to thank you for this honor. They offer large and small towing, local or long distance. They're located on Highway 31 or on the web at earlsbodyshop.com.
Yates Chance Christian Bookstore says snuggle up in this cold weather with a good book. Their selections include inspiration, humor, social issues, biographies, and fiction. They're in the South Coleman Shopping Center.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, they're offering suits made to your measurements, and they're also having a necktie sale going on right now. That's at Mr. Hicks Menswear on Compass Way.
Tires for Less, more than just tires. They do oil changes, minor engine repair, replace shocks and brakes. See Greg and all the guys at Tires for Less on Highway 31 North.
The new $5 lunch is going on right now at Dairy Queen. It includes dessert, and it's happening every day from 11 to 4. Upgrade your Sunday to a small blizzard for only $1. That's at Dairy Queen.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue, now serving breakfast. Of course, they specialize in barbecue. They're offering the family barbecue pack. You get a pound of meat, 2 sides, 4 buns, and that's at Mad Dog Mike's Barbecue.
Cotton State Barns of Coleman, where you can buy or rent to own. They have carports, playsets, utility trailers, storage buildings. No credit check, you're approved. That's at Cotton State Barns of Coleman.
There we go with our merchant ads for today. It's time to check our birthdays and anniversaries. Who's celebrating this weekend, first weekend of January?
It looks like Bridget Ratliff is celebrating on this Friday. On Saturday, Dot Locks and Lori Hassenbein will be celebrating on Saturday. And on Sunday, Ginger Brown. So now it's time to draw for our ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
Okay, our weekly winner is Ginger Brown. Ginger's birthday coming up on Sunday. We'll have more with our community billboards and the weather right after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. The Miss Senior Coleman pageant will be Saturday, January the 18th at 2 p.m. at Wallace State College and the Betty Lee Haynes Theater. Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. If you have a billboard that you would like to send to us, please email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, fax it to 734-7680, or be our friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman.
Our weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. It'll be sunny and breezy today. High around 29, clear tonight, low around 22. Sunny, windy tomorrow with a high of 44.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Four years ago, you voted for a change and sent conservatives like Mac Buttram to the Alabama House of Representatives. Thanks to conservative leaders like Mac Buttram, Cullman County has gone from record unemployment to one of the lowest in the state. New industries are locating in Alabama. Mac Buttram sponsored legislation that would ensure our workforce is prepared for the jobs of tomorrow. Conservatives like Mac Buttram have just started. The brightest days are yet to come.
Wallace State offers associate degree and certificate programs in Alabama's hottest job fields. Every year this decade, almost 3,800 new workers will enter these fields. Will you be one of them? Be one of us. Get in a Wallace state of mind. That's the projected number of job openings for trained welders this decade. That's the potential salary for welders trained the Wallace State way with the latest robotic technology for manufacturing. Who will you be? Be one of us. Get in a Wallace state of mind.
All right, welcome to That's Politics. That's on a Friday morning where Tom Burleson and I welcome Mr. Corey Harbison, who's the mayor of the good city of Good Hope, as well as a candidate for representative, place 12. 12,
yes.
Yeah.
Corey, we appreciate you coming.
Hey, I'm glad to be here. It's always fun.
We have some candidates that kind of steer away from the situation.
Hey,
I don't know why.
I'll come take what I have coming. Y'all can give it to me.
You know, this job as a representative, and you're running for Mac Buttram's seat, but the job in politics now is tough because you got so many people scrutinizing you. You got so many news media, for one thing.
Yeah.
And everybody's got a dog in the fight. You know, the issue, for example, of Florida's legislation regarding, what was it? What was it that got struck down by that judge? I was trying to remember the law regarding. I know it was regarding qualification for benefits, food stamps and other benefits. That their legislation in Florida would have tested those people who looked suspicious or randomly for drugs, who were applying for benefits. That was struck down this morning. I read where a representative for the state of Alabama, or was that his name, who said that, well, Alabama's legislation will be different because we plan to, in Alabama, take someone who maybe has had a drug offense in the past 5 years, and they would be tested before they were eligible for benefits, maybe food stamps. What do you think about that sort of thing? Corey?
Oh, I think it's great. I would be all for it. The problem is courts. I think there's been several cases where they've struck legislation like that down, but I do agree that there needs to be some solid legislation passed and that'll hold up in court as far as some great reform and kind of a watchdog for the system, because there's no doubt that there's people definitely taking advantage of it and people that could be working that's not working, that receiving the benefits.
Yeah.
And I got to see a lot of that when I worked at the sheriff's office. I deal with a lot of those people, and there's a lot of abuse that goes on, and people don't even realize it.
Yeah. It seems to me that they're, and you've got different positions and opinions about the legislature. For example, some people say if you give someone the responsibility, they're going to leave their fingerprints on whatever they're doing or their job or anything. And so they've got to justify their salary, and they're going to pass laws. And there just seems to be more and more laws. But I do believe that right now we're in a situation in Alabama, at least economically, we're in pretty good shape, I think, as far as the state goes, because we were running out of money. Now they've done quite a few cuts, I guess, through attrition or whatever. So financially, I know the governor's not taking a paycheck, he says, until unemployment reaches 5.6 or something like that. But what have you agreed and disagreed with in terms of the legislature? What's going on?
Well, there's things that are questionable that I see, but I'm not going to get into it too much. I've not read the legislation and know the exact terms of it, but I know that a lot of teachers have questioned the Accountability Acts and taking money from the public schools to give to some people that may have already been attending private schools, and I think there's even some things tied up in court with that right now. And they've done a lot with the state retirement system that affects all county workers and state workers that are on the state retirement system, and the way they've changed up the way you can draw your retirement. In the past, I know you could retire out at 25 years and draw full retirement, and now they've penalized you. If you retire out after 25 years, they penalize your percent until you get to Social Security age. And I understand that the state has to save money, but you also have to understand that this guy that's worked 20 years for the state, or a teacher that's looked forward to getting 5 more years in, and then retiring out, they come in and they change this up. I believe that you've got to be careful when you pass legislation like that, and it should be from, if you hire from this point forward, you know what you're hiring into, and this is the way it's going to be. If you take a teacher that has 5 years left and then they change this law around, and then they stay there after the 25 years because they're not Social Security age, but they don't want to be there, what kind of education are they going to be giving the students? They're going to be mad because they have to be there, and they're going to just be there for the paycheck. So, I understand that they have to make cuts, but I think you got to be careful when you get in on things like that.
Seems like it's open season on a lot of pensions. The federal government, the feds, went after retired military retirees.
Yeah.
62 or younger, and then your retirement's changed. And those guys and gals spent all that time in the Marines, Air Force, Navy, and now they've changed the rules on them. And it's just a sad situation. And we know that it takes up a lot of money. We know it takes a lot of money, pensions do, and benefits and such. But there certainly seem to be a lot of doggone things that could be cut before they go after.
That's right.
Those folks.
I agree.
The session is going to last a good while. Are you going to go down this next week, maybe, when they start in Montgomery, or whenever it is they start?
Well, I took 2 trips down last year just to kind of shake hands and talk to our local legislators and handle business for the city of Good Hope, and there may be a trip or 2 this year, but overall I'm going to stay right here in Coleman.
Corey, one of the keys when you get elected, inform the people what's going on.
Right.
Tell the people what's going on, what's the money being spent for, and be honest with the people.
I agree. If you vote on legislation, it sure is nice to have somebody that can come back and sit down tell you what they voted on and why they voted for it.
See, these old politicians used to, and they stayed in office till they retired. But anyway, they'd come and get on the back of a trailer or something and invite the people to come and ask them questions.
Right.
And then the people know, but now it seems like they're scared to even get close to the people, except when they want to vote.
Let me ask you this, and this is one of those things, and to me it shows the conflict between the political correctness of our society and the religious side, the faith-based side, the spiritual side of the citizens of Alabama. You've got one legislator wants to pass a resolution in support of Phil Robertson of Duck Dynasty. Local newspaper, becoming liberal in the past few years, much more liberal than what Bob Bryant would ever have been. But they're chastising that sort of thing to show support for someone who's in a TV show. What are your feelings about something like that? Because you're dealing with, okay, is it politically correct to do that? No, it's not. But where does the faith within me as a person, how much do I exercise? The scriptures and the Bible say if you're going to be one, you're going to show it.
Yeah.
So how do you reconcile that, Corey? What would be your feeling? I know that's a tough question, but we're dealing with that more and more. It seems like every day.
Well, as far as the resolution that I guess it was a House member, I think, that was plans to bring it to the floor. And like you said, if you're a Christian, you're supposed to let it show and spread the word. Something like that. I don't know, but there are times that things come up, and it's becoming more frequent around the United States when it comes to same-sex marriage and abortion and things like that bills are introduced, and you're going to have a chance to show your faith through your vote for that legislation or not.
Yeah. There's so much political correctness nowadays. I think people are afraid to say anything. It's a resolution. It's not a law saying there will be. No one can go after Phil Robertson because he stands up for the right. His comments, some of them were, of course, if you read the interview, in the magazine, you saw some of his comments were a little bit coarse. But I believe that, especially in this era, when so much respect and so much time and so much observance is given to people of other religions and other faiths, that you have to stand up. It's my view, not that I'm running for the legislature, but it's something that seems like the political correctness for a legislator, someone running for office. They get asked tough questions like that.
Well, it's like Mr. Burleson said, the people want to know how their elected officials feel. He's made it known, I guess, with that resolution that he plans to introduce.
But I don't see nothing wrong with it. If the man wants to do it, let him do it, and the people will be the final say-so what happens.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that's right. What are some of the things, I know you didn't want to talk about all of them, but what are some of the things maybe you disagreed with in terms of what bills were passed in the past few years? Some of the issues you felt maybe weren't as
like I said, when we were talking about the Accountability Act and the retirement, and I don't necessarily disagree with them. I may have disagreed with the way that they were handled when being introduced, and the openness, like Mr. Burleson said, that's a major issue. A lot of people, and I've learned as mayor, they want somebody to sit down and listen to their side, and then you can explain why you agree with them or why you don't agree with them. Most people will be happy if you just listen to what they have to say. Put it out there for everybody. That's what people want, and I feel that they're lacking that. I don't think they're getting it right now, and there's a lot of people that I think are unhappy because they've tried to contact certain legislators and just have not had any luck.
Yeah, we're out of time. Just when we get started, right?
That's right.
Thank you so much, Corey.
Thank you.
They won't return your phone call.
For today on too, that's politics.
Even though they serve it.
In the nation, we worry about fire-breathing monsters, and we worry about spinach. At Nationwide Insurance, we take care of the big things like protecting you, so you only have to worry about the little stuff. We put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that doesn't sweat it.
Nationwide is on your side.
4 years ago, you voted for a change and sent conservatives like Mac Buttram to the Alabama House of Representatives. Thanks to conservative leaders like Mac Buttram, Cullman County has gone from record unemployment to one of the lowest in the state. New industries are locating in Alabama. Mac Buttram sponsored legislation that would ensure our workforce is prepared for the jobs of tomorrow. Conservatives like Mac Buttram have just started. The brightest days are yet to come.